I hope you're excited for yet another lecture on our killer website project. In this lecture, we'll build the section where the user can see in which cities OmniFood works. And here is a simple way of showing exactly that. Just an image of each city with some details below them, beautifully side by side. And in this lecture, we'll practice some of our new skills. We'll also learn how to use small icons aligned with some text. This is a little trickier than the big icons we used before. And finally, we'll learn how to best style generic links, which are the normal text links you usually see on all kind of websites. So let's start this right now. Okay, back in brackets. Now, as you are already used to, we will start a new section and name it. This one is called section cities because we're showing our cities here. And now we do the exact same thing as we did here, so I can actually copy it to save us some time. It's just a title with some text in it. And again, we will get our text from the text document. Copy all of it and paste it down here with comments. So copy this and paste it here. Of course, we don't need this. So the title is already here. And now, as you remember, we have those 4 columns with the photos and the details below the photos. So what are we going to do? Maybe I will give you some time to practice this, because I hope you already know how to do this by now. So just pause this and continue to code by yourself. Alright, so I hope that you managed to write some code here, and now I will show you how I would do it. So of course we need a new row. And then some columns inside of it. So class column, call, and then since we have 4 image, span 1 of 4. Alright, and now we need our text in here. So let me see what we got here. So we have the number of happy eaters, we have the number of chefs, and we have the Twitter username of OmniFood in this city. So what I will do here is to use an icon for each of those and then write the text. So an icon for the eaters, one icon for the top chefs, and one icon for the Twitter username. So let's get those icons from Ion Icons, such as we did before. And open their website, Ion Icons. It's already here. So for the first one, I will choose a user. And again, I'm going down here to the part of the iOS-like icons. And I want to choose a user. Let me see if I can find one. Okay, this looks great to me. So I'm going to copy this. And let's go back and just insert an icon right here. So the class, paste it. I hope you remember that. And that's it. And now I can just copy the text here. So 1000 happy eaters. Okay, but before moving on, I will actually add the image here to this column and the title. So it is an img and the source is inside of our resources and images. Well, by now you already know exactly how we should do that, right? So this is the image for Lisbon, which is our first city, and the alt can just be Lisbon. And then again we use our H3 element, such as we did in the other box up here. Do you remember? So we had these 4 boxes. It actually had the class box and then an H3 title. And I will now also reuse this class down here so that those boxes looks quite similar. So I want this column here to be a box as well. So, and now you start to see that we're starting to reuse some of the classes on our website, and that's really nice because that saves us time of formatting, and at the same time it allows us to have some consistency throughout our web page. So now we have the image here and we have the title, and I guess the best idea is to put each of these icons together with the text inside a container, so a div element, and we can call them like city future. Don't need this here. Great. So we have the image, the title, and now we will have one little container for each of the 3 details. So we have the eaters, then we have the top chefs, and we have the Twitter username. And now let's just choose an icon for the top chefs and for the Twitter name. So back in the Ion Icons library here, let's choose a cool icon for the top chefs. Maybe a star would be a good idea. So let's see if we can find something like that. There's really a huge amount of icons here. Okay, let me copy this and then paste it right here. This is a star, and now for the Twitter username we have a couple of social icons down here, like all kinds of icons that you can imagine: Twitter, Facebook, Google+, Dribbble, Instagram, Snapchat, really everything you can imagine. And we will actually use them later, but for now we just need this Twitter icon. Alright, so let me just check how this looks like on our website. Okay, so of course the image is way too big now, and that's because we didn't format it yet, but our H3 title already looks good, and this H2 title of course is also good looking already, and the icons are showing up here. So let's continue adding the other 3 columns. And instead of rewriting all of it, I will just copy it 1, 2, and 3. And so the second one is San Francisco. So Lisbon, San Francisco. Let me look for the image. Lisbon, San Francisco. Oh, the last one. Now it's just a matter of changing all the stuff. So instead of we have 3700, then 160, and here it's SF. San Francisco. So here we have 160 in SF. Yeah, that's right. So the next city is Berlin, San Francisco, and here we go, Berlin and Berlin. What do we have here? All right, it's Berlin. And here we have 2,300 and 110. And Berlin. And the last one is London. And here it is. So 1200, 50, and London. Alright, great. Don't need this. I'll actually leave the comments there. So, great. I think the markup is here. Let's check it. Great. So it's not formatted, as you can see, but the content is here, and all we need to do next is to format it. Actually, I want to show you this. Remember in the last section we defined this gray color here, and as I told you, it is a great way of separating sections from one another, and now we can see that. So you come down here and it's beautifully separated just by this color and by this white space, of course. So we have lots of white space, which gives our website visual hierarchy, and it actually looks designed with all this white space here, and between the images and the title. I think it really looks great so far. And yeah, see you in the next lecture, where we will then use CSS to format this thing here. Okay, see you there.